Welcome everyone, it is John and I'm back with another adventure of sorts. I am here in my studio, but I am going to do something a little different today. You see, the other day I was scouring the internet and I come across this channel, a channel that I was familiar with already, called Shadow Visions Paranormal. And they were doing a live stream. And during this live stream, they were looking at some paranormal footage and kind of giving their insight of it. And I really did enjoy watching it, and I thought, you know, you've inspired me to do a video similar to this. So shout out to them for the inspiration. I'll link their channel down below if you want to go check it out. But today I'm going to check out a few clips on the internet I'm going to stick with CCTV footage for now. People's claim to set up cameras in their home, or businesses that have video surveillance and they have captured paranormal activity. So I'm going to check these out. I'm going to give my opinion on them, and then I want you to give your opinion as well down below in the comments. I'm going to try to look at this with a open mind as well as an analytical mind to try to see if there's any way to debunk these. Let's just do it. Let's get started. We have our first video here. This one is paranormal activity on a CC camera. It's called the dancing apparition. And I will link the videos that these come from underneath. So if you want to go watch them for yourself, show some support to the channels that have uploaded these, I will link my sources where I got them from down below in the description. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there we go. Got a lovely, looks orb-shaped light dancing, like it described. This does appear to be a CCTV camera. I don't hear any audio. Doesn't say there's any audio. Yeah, this is definitely a dancing orb of light. We'll just want to watch this and see what happens here. Oh, this is 10 minutes of it. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit. It looks like it hangs around for the full 10 minutes. Okay. It's just kind of hovering in this area, moving up and down, wiggling, dancing, so on and so forth. Okay. So now I want to talk about this for a second. It's pretty compelling, right? I mean, you're in a barn, and it looks like there's railroad tracks or something there in the middle. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe some sort of business, some mines of some sort. I see a lot of tobacco sticks, a lot of dust and dirt. Now, I want to tell you what I think this is. I do not think this is paranormal whatsoever. I think this is a spider web, and it's got some sort of bug or debris, dirt, or something trapped in it in front of this camera. Now, the reason I know this, and I am 99.99% sure this is not paranormal, is because I used to work in the CCTV business. I installed thousands of cameras in my days, and it is very common for if there's any spider web or any piece of debris hanging in front of it, when the infrared lights turn on at night, it will make the smallest little pieces of dust that you wouldn't even see in the daytime glow like balls of light, because it's refracting the light from the LEDs back, because infrared uses a low illuminating light, but it's infrared. It uses the red glow. You've seen those in cameras before. So it uses refraction to bounce back, so it shows more than you can see with your eye, and it's a special kind of lens that does so. So things that are up close, it's going to do what we call a whitewash or a bleach out. And that's exactly what. If you look here, I'll play again as it's dancing. You can look around the area of it. You can see every once in a while the web shows up. It's a cool video. I mean, it is definitely, like, if you weren't familiar with cameras and how they really work, it'd be shocking to see this, but I'm at this point now, I'm 100% convinced. The way it's moving, there's a little breeze. You can see the dust particles blowing by. There's definitely a breeze coming through here. swirling dust around. So it's making this object that is putting weight onto the spider web kind of bob up and down and move around a lot. So definitely not paranormal, but a cool video. I mean, definitely a cool video. And of course, that's my opinion, and I definitely want to hear what you think down below in the description. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next video here. And and keep in mind, I haven't watched these yet. These are ones I picked out that look like cool videos that could be paranormal evidence. And I try to go, I'm just trying to be, I haven't seen these videos, so you're getting my real reaction in real time on this. So let's go to this next one here. We see before I hit play, it's just simply called Ghost Caught on Nest Camera. Now, I use a Nest camera. I've used one actually in the past to keep eye on my pets when I'm out of town or not at the house. So they are good cameras. And let's see what we've got here. Okay, we got a cat laying here on the floor. Oh, there we go. Interesting. Is there anything else? Okay, there it is again. Okay, now we get a close-up. Okay, this is a very short video. Alright, so we're going to go back to the beginning here and just kind of watch this over again, because I just want to kind of analyze this as I see it. Okay, so something just darted in. Now we got something down here at the floor. Guys, that's not your mouse, that's mine. I'm doing a screen record here. There it goes again. Okay, there we go. I want to see this. So we see the first anomaly come in. Almost looks childlike. And then this is moving around. Then we get like a double there. Okay, one more time, guys, because this is a tricky one. Okay, there it comes. Okay. It almost looks like an animal. Okay, so we're going to talk about this for a second. One thing I'm noticing in this is the cat. The cat sitting in the living room part is giving zero reaction whatsoever. That right there. Now I did keep this in mind. I don't think this is a faked video whatsoever. It's interesting that the cat doesn't respond, because we all know cats seem to be keen. Animals in general seem to be a little more in tune with the supernatural. So a lot of times you'll see animals respond to something like this. Not saying that it's not paranormal, because it is compelling. Because you see, it almost looks like a child at first, runs into the area, kind of disappears. And then you see almost like an animal in the floor playing around. And then you see like this other anomaly. It's like almost, it doesn't really have a shape to it, but it's almost like two separate little formations moving cohesive together, which, sometimes you could consider that to be like, an apparition attempting to manifest, but doesn't quite have the energy, so you see parts of it manifesting. This, I'm kind of split in the middle on. It definitely could be a paranormal capture. Or another option is just out of frame, at the bottom there, where you don't see that, there's a section of the room you can't see there. There could be another cat or dog playing around in that area, and the refraction or the lens flare from that is, because see, the whole doorway is missing too. So you got the whole doorway here that half of it you can't see. So something can be out of frame and running into the room, and the reflection of the infrared lights are reflecting off of it, and that's what you're seeing in frame. So, and that's another thing I've learned from my years of security camera work. definite possibilities. It definitely could be paranormal at the same time. So with this one, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm not 100% sure on it. I'm not sold that it's fully paranormal, but it is definitely compelling. This is a place that it would be interesting to do a further investigation just to see what it could be. You know, if this place is haunted, I'd like to talk to people that live here, see if they've had experiences on top of it, because all that plays a huge role in whether or not this is haunted. Now, of course, like I said, their channels are down below, so if you want to go and do your own investigate, maybe they put other videos up. I don't know. I'm not going to go that deep with this video here, but you know, if you want to go check it out and let me know in the comments, that would be great. But definitely compelling video, a cool video too. I love these kind of videos right here. All right, so we're going to move on to number next. All right, this one has a little introduction. So here we go. Ghost caught on CCTV in 2018. Okay, hang on. I'm going to mute this. It's because I don't know if this is copyright music or not. Let's start over. All right. We'll see when it gets into it. If I need to unmute it, I will. The house has strange things going on, like lights being on when you know they're off. We have CCTV all around the house. Sometimes we get lots of orbs, which is common. This time we got something else. See what you think. Okay, let's see what we think here. I'm excited. This is a 2-minute video. Okay. Here we go. There's an orb. Kind of vanishes off. I think that might have been a bug. That one was a little more interesting, but still, like I said, when it's infrared, that light reflects. So I'm not big on orbs. There's a little, okay. You notice there's a little interference with the camera there. And I think I know where this is going. Oh, whoa, okay. Y'all see that? Okay. And she disappeared. All right. Is that the end of it? No, maybe there. Did you see it? Okay, they're going to show it again. Let me continue this on. I don't think audio plays a role here. Okay, zoomed in. There she comes. Definitely female. Holding her hands down to her side. You can even see her fingers sticking out. Okay, thanks for watching. All right, let's watch that one more time. I want to watch the whole thing here. I want to see if there's any... let's put some audio to this. Nope, it's still just music. My bad. Hang on, guys. Okay, so let's watch this. We don't need music. All right. That one little orb looked a little strange to me, but here, where's she at? I see some distortion. There's the distortion in the camera, which I'm going to address that in a moment. Wow, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's go and see the zoom in part. There she comes. Okay. You can almost tell what kind of shorts she is wearing. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this one for a second. And looking at this, it's definitely very interesting. You got a full-blown, full-body, transparent apparition gliding through the room, which is really cool. I mean, it's a really cool video in itself. My honest opinion, I don't think it's real, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. You see the camera does a little distortion moment, and I think that's when it starts. because what I think they have done with this camera setting in place and static like that, they have recorded just an empty room, and then they recorded this girl walking across the room, right? So what I think they've done is I think they've overlaid those and made the second one where the girl walks through, made it transparent and put a filter on it. So that way when you watch this together, it looks like the image of a ghost walking across the floor. Now I ain't saying they faked this, but to me that's what it looks like, because that distortion looks like when they merged the clips together. I could be wrong on that. So I do want your feedback, but I personally think this was done just to try to get a viral video, and I think it worked because it ranks pretty high on the videos. Definitely compelling, definitely cool. It's a cool video, I will say that. No shade thrown whatsoever, but my personal opinion, I don't think that was a ghost. I think that was a very good editing effect. So with that being said, it's you can decide for yourself, and please guys, I'm encouraging you to comment down below and let me know what you think on this one as well. Definitely interesting, definitely compelling. I'm interested to see what you guys think as well on this one. About knocked my mouse off the table. Alright, so we're going to move on to number next. And let's turn the volume back on here. Okay, this one is real ghost captured on camera disturbing our cat. I love when animals are involved because animals don't lie, okay? Animals, they act strange, they do weird stuff. So let's see what's going on here. See. While my mom and I were on vacation, decided to leave the cats alone for a few nights while we were gone. House sitter come to check on them every morning. Went right back. They noticed strange changes in their behavior. So let's check this out. Okay. Alright, starting out, that cat is already alarmed. You can tell that cat is unnerved. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, did you see that? That's interesting. Here comes another cat. Okay. There's no audio on this, by the way. Oh, you see that move? And, okay, a door opens. The cat on the floor doesn't seem to notice it, but the one on the bed, okay. Camera panned to the wall and stayed there until we returned. Alright. Both cats tried to run out of the house immediately as soon as they got home. Okay, so there we're gonna get a zoomed in version of this. Okay, there's the shadow. Okay. It's definitely being cast from the other room back. Okay. Wow, was it like that before? Okay. I'm going to let this finish here, and then I'm going to go back to earlier because I want to see, because if y'all notice there was an edit cut there with that cat, and I want to see if it was like that earlier. Okay, here we go. This is the first, yeah, okay. Dang it. Okay, alright, we're going to talk about this one for a second. This is another one where I'm kind of stuck on this one. It is very compelling, but it's almost perfect. You know what I mean? The cat acting scared, the way it's sitting on the bed is definitely weird. So what we see here is the shadow is the first thing. You know, of course, the cat's been in this position the whole time. It stayed there. I don't know if they've trained it to do this or not, but the cat's in this weird, kind of confused, looks a little scared on edge, sitting upright. So then we see the shadow. And immediately that other cat comes in like it's following someone. I don't notice any edits there, but the cat that comes into the room seemed to be following the shadow that comes in. Now the shadow is obviously being cat. You can see the light source coming from the other room. If we look here, as we go back in time, so we're going to replay this part here. So you see the shadow. Shoot, I'm sorry, guys. That didn't go back far enough. There we go. There's the shadow. So it's definitely it being cast from the opposite room that's back this way behind this wall. So almost immediately that cat comes in. And that's very much like if it's following somebody, right? So the cat's looking back towards the camera. Now I'm also looking, I won't pause it here. I'm looking in this mirror. Now I do not see anything out of the ordinary here as far as someone toying with the camera. So we're going to play it on. And then the camera turns. Now, okay, I want to talk about this. So this could be two ways. It could be this was real evidence and we're going to take them at face value and they weren't there, okay? That this all was paranormal, which it could be, but there's a couple red flags here to me. The edit with the cat coming into the room, okay? The shadow was compelling. I've seen shadows like that and no one be there. I've seen that with my own eyes. I've caught it on camera. It happens, okay? If somewhere's haunted, there's a lot of paranormal, especially dark energy, that can happen. However, the red flags is there is an edit in the middle of this. I wish they hadn't have done that, and I wish they hadn't have cut it as the camera started to move. That's another red flag to me right there. Is as soon as that camera starts moving, it ends. And there's a reason for that. They don't want you to see whatever is seen when that camera moves. Or maybe they just edited it that way. I don't know. They say it turns to the wall and it doesn't see anything and that's it. Maybe that's the truth. I wish they would have let you seen that for yourself for a while, because I feel like it opens the door for more skeptics. It's a definitely, if it is a faked video, it's a good one. It's awesome and they did a good job with it. And I'm not, like I said, I don't get as mad about, now if someone's out trying to help people and like, you know, like I go somewhere and I'm trying to document real evidence, I don't care for that. I throw shade at people that do that, that are investigating, trying, you know, because in this community, credibility goes a long way and we're trying to find real evidence here, right? But I also appreciate the entertainment side of it too. You know, there's a lot of people who do this that are entertainers, so I appreciate that side of it as well. And I think more people should, because, you know, like this, if this is fake, it's really good. But, you know, to someone who has a trained eye or who does this a lot, you can kind of see little red flags in it that throws you off. And that's kind of where I stand with it. Yes, it definitely could be paranormal activity, but I believe with those red flags that I've mentioned, I think I don't think it's real. That's just my opinion. So please let me know down below what you think of this one. Definitely a good video, though. I mean, either way you look at it, it's a good video. All right, so we're going to go to this one. Now, I've seen this one a long time ago. And this is at the Deer Park School. We all remember this. Now, this has audio to it, if I remember correctly. And I'm going to point some things out here as we watch this. So let's hit play. Okay. Some sounds. Door flies open down to the hallway and slams. pretty aggressive. Anything else happen? Nope, that's the end. Okay, so let's go back here. Alright, I definitely have some opinions about this. And so, first thing that happens, the door flies open at the end of the hallway. So the first thing I want to point out that gives me a huge red flag on this video is the position of the camera, okay? This camera is not, okay, we're going to pause it here. If you look up here, that appears to be a true CCTV camera to me. This camera is nowhere near mounted that high. You never mount cameras. This is below door height, right? See these signs? You can reach this camera. It's general practice and almost, I wouldn't say code, but in some commercials, commercial areas, cities, it is code. The camera has to be a certain height off the ground so people can't just reach it. And you never want to mount one too low because, like with this one, someone can just come up behind it and disable the camera and you never see them. So when you install a camera, you always put the camera at a happy medium, out of hand's reach, but low enough where you can make out what it's looking at, right? You don't want it 30 foot in the air because you're not going to really see anything, and to see what's below you, you got to almost point straight down. So you want to get that happy medium. About 10 to 12 foot off the ground is usually where you go for when you're mounting cameras. You know, where you have to have a ladder to get to it, but you can't reach it from the ground, and it's not too high. So with that, first red flag is this is obviously a camera sitting on a tripod to me. Okay. Secondly, these lockers are in an odd position to me. Why are they in front of this door? If you look, this is a doorway, and these lockers are like, they might not be directly in front of it, but they're really close to it. It almost is like, why are all these here to begin with? It's like someone moved these here. And so, but they may, they may be there. I don't know. The door down there could be easily manipulated. To me, it looks like with this door being open and someone's just standing in the room, it looks like several people are working together to make this video. It's a darn good one, though. Let me say that. And someone's pushing the file or the lockers, and my bet is they're just using good old fishing string. With this locker here, I think someone has just attached fishing string to stuff in there, left the locker not latched, just yank it out. Same thing with the wet floor sign. I really truly believe this is a really good, just a really good entertaining video, and it's it's unfortunate they're trying to make it like this place is really haunted, and it may be. A lot of schools are because of the residual energy in them, but I really think this one was staged. And a lot of times people will have paranormal things happen in a building, and out of frustration, and they want people to know about it, they will do something like this just to prove it to other people. But in this case, I truly believe the position of the camera, along with just everything's kind of positioned too perfectly, if you ask me, and it'd be way too easily manipulated, in my opinion. So there is another video that I'm going to watch from here next, and it's actually a camera facing the opposite direction, and I'm wondering if someone said something to him, because this one... Alright, so here we are. I'm not started playing it, but first thing I'm looking at, other camera should be right here. It should be right here, because see this frame? and I'm using my mouse to point, this frame is clearly in the view of that other camera. So let's just pull that other video up here. See what I'm saying? This frame here is clearly in view. So I'm going to, and see that actually fits for this camera up here, I think. No, this isn't quite as high as that one is. I don't think so. Anyways, here we go. This is another, I've not seen this one. I've seen the other one, but I've not seen this one yet. So let's watch it and see what happens. 1 minute 40 seconds long. Oh, that was loud. Interesting. Nice. Okay. All right. I don't need to watch any more of that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the first thing that happens here. Let me find it. Okay, so the first thing is this chair over here sliding up the wall. Okay, so there's that loud bang. And then we're going to fast forward here. It takes a while. There it goes. So let's go back a little. So the chair slides up the wall and then drops back down. Okay. So that one alone. So the thing slamming, that can, I mean, someone could have just slammed the door behind the camera. I think they made this one go up a little higher after, you know, I'm sure people pointed that out because that's a pretty simple thing to point out. The camera's awful low to the ground. But this is easily done by just simply attaching a string to a pipe or something overhead and just pulling it from a different area. Now, I don't know if they're claiming this is at nighttime, but you can clearly see it is daylight outside through these windows. And there's an awful lot of backpacks and stuff sitting around too. I just want to point that out. I don't know why. Maybe kids are just leaving their backpacks at school, but awful lot of that, just things just kind of clustered around that doesn't really belong in those spots. I don't know if they're hiding something or what, but there is a lot of stuff. So that's easily explained. And then next we got the bag flying off this, which looks to me like you could see clearly the fishing string pull this right off to that. So I'm going to just give it a good yank. And then last but not least is the chair sliding across the floor. So look at these pipes here. So what I think they've done is they threaded the string through these pipes and placed the camera where you can't see what's going on behind them and attached it to this chair and just drug it to that point. That's my honest opinion with this. That's what I think they've done. I could be wrong. Excuse me. But I think it was staged. But definitely a cool video. I mean, for just someone wanting to see something that's scary and ghostly looking, this fits the bill. And I could see why people would enjoy watching this. And You know, like I said, I'm not throwing shade at anyone. All these videos are linked down below in the description if you want to go watch them for yourself. Please let me know what you think. That's going to do it for this video, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope you enjoyed this. This is something a little different, a little new. I don't know that I'll do any more of them. Like I said, check out Shadow Vision Paranormals. They do live streams where they get different people in on a panel and they talk about stuff like this. Really cool idea. Shout out to them. And oh yeah, the poster ripped off the wall too. I forgot about that. That would again be easily done with fishing string. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Consider hitting the membership buttons for members only live streams and members only content that I will be putting on the channel. And new merch coming soon. So, and look down below this video, you see I got shirts and hats and all kinds of cool stuff. So if you want some channel merch, go buy that. It helps fuel these adventures that I go out on. It helps me pay to go do these investigations. And I really appreciate y'all. And if anything, just watch the video. I appreciate it all. I love yins, and I'll see you on the next adventure. And don't forget to stay spooky, my friends.